Good day everyone.
See how it is settling down at the bottom of the container. It is observing clearly. So I am pouring the sand particles. That means solid particles. So we have to observe it for 2 minutes without disturbing this glass. That means we have to mix solid and liquid particles. So if I do stir means, see both are mixed. Yes, no, liquid and solid particles are both mixed. So after stirring, if I leave it for 2 minutes, what will happen? The solid particles all will settle at the bottom of the container. After 2 minutes, if we observe, we'll see how it is settling down. All sand particles, it will settle down at the bottom of the container. This process is called sedimentation. This process is called sedimentation. Sedimentation means the solid particles will settle. It will settle at the bottom of the container. Now without disturbing the sedimentation, the sediment is also known as sedimentation is also known as sediment. Without disturbing the sedimentation, we have to take another glass. We have to take another glass, and without disturbing the solid particles, only water I am pouring. See, there is no sand, only the clear water I am collecting. All solid particles are settled at the bottom of the container, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
See, now I separated liquid and solid. See, this is a solid particle. Yes, no? So what I did, I collected only the water. So whatever the clear water I have collected, that is decantation. Without the solid particles I did not take. I collected only the clear water. The clear water itself is called decantation. Okay, children? Now I am going to filter it. I am taking one glass. After decantation, the next one is filtration. For filtration, what we have to take is one funnel, and we have to add one filter paper. So next, after adding the filter paper to this, what we have to do means, we have to mix some water with water is which particle? Liquid particle. After that, we have to add some solid particles. So for this I am going to add some solid particles. Why I am adding a solid particles? It is a rice. Rice is also a solid particles. So now I am going to add, and after that I am going to stir it. Why I am stirring? To mix the solid and liquid particles. So after stirring, what I am going to do means I am going to filter it. For which purpose means I am going to separate the liquid and solid particles.